The road to 2023 has gotten rockier from the word rocky, the comparative being rockier and the superlative being rockiest. It will get to the rockiest point. It is at a rockier point now. The opposition was represented by this political union called CPP. It was tested to have worked. They won by-elections against a popular political party, the CDC. CDC since 2005 had won nearly every by-election in Monserrate County. CDC defeated even Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's son, Robert Sirleaf. CDC defeated Clemency Ure. CDC defeated anybody who had come forth to become senator in Monserrate County. An impressive demonstration of its political might that Monserrate County has indeed been the CDC's strongest hold. Breaking the CDC back in Monserrate County has been politically tough. But one political union did that. In less than 1 year, they did that twice. Oh, yes. You will not believe it. And that gives you a unique understanding of the force that the CPP had brought. And that CPP was a united voice of the Liberian people against a president and government that became a letdown. In just 1 year period, the CPP, with an unrecognizable political character called DeLong, in 2019, I believe in August, they defeated the CDC with DeLong. Fast forward, because they held together as a unit in 2020, that CPP again became the only political unit that will go and defeat the CDC's Thomas Fowler with that same unrecognizable, unknown political nobody than like Darius DeLong or in Darius DeLong. The second victory was even overwhelming and was a landslide and tsunami. Again, displaying the might, the power that lies in unity, that lies in togetherness. That was an example and clear manifestation that the CPP only needed to hold and hold only, and that President Weah was kissing the exit door. And so, as strong and telling and monumental as that CPP unity, backed by the Liberian people, who were tired of the news of corruption and the killings of Liberians mysteriously, and rapes of all sorts, and insults and disrespect from the government, that Liberian people were prepared to send out the strongest message ever to a once popular political party and once popular political candidate, George Weah. They were resolved to have asked him to take the exit door. That is the trust the CPP had engendered. That is how the Liberian people came to trust Boakai and Cummings. That was a privilege given to them. What did they do? They abuse it. Power entered in their brains. They lost leadership consciousness. They became petty. They forgot the bigger picture. They started going at each other through. Indeed, that was a representation of Liberia's opposition. All other opposition leaders and political parties were on the fence. They had no force to undo the force of the CPP that was tested and proven to have worked. Weah was terrified. The CPP was petrified. They knew it was over in the wars of class. Indeed, it was over for them, and they knew it. And so this opposition bloc that was a representation or became a representation of the Liberian people's anger and disapproval of the CDC government. These opposition leaders became selfish and greedy and over ambitious. And they felt that they needed to do it. One of them needed to be president. They forgot that opportunity, that privilege that was bestowed upon them, let me use the right word, by the Liberian people was not because of Cummings. It was not because of Boakai. It was because of their unanimous disapproval of the current government of President Weah. And that approval had hinged on only one thing: unity in the opposition. These men who claim to be clever, these men who claim to be patriots, these men who claim to be nationalistic, these men who claim to be aware of the reality the Liberian people have been facing under a Weah administration, forgot in no time those realities, that message. And they felt that the Liberian people had done all that, giving them all that trust. Cummings felt that it was so because it was Cummings. Boakai felt it was so because he was Boakai, and he was this iconic statesman, and because he has served as vice president for 12 years, and that is why the Liberian people trusted the CPP. Cummings felt that because he had come from Coca-Cola, and because he has money, and he's a so-called clean hands man, and that's why the Liberian people are united behind them. Later, they know the Liberian people are united behind them because they told them that CPP will hold and that they will feed a single candidate, that they will go and make President Weah one-term president, and the Liberian people have believed them. They forgot that the Liberian people have made that conscious decision to support the CPP because of the promise that the CPP will hold and that they will feed a single candidate and that they will go to take Weah out of power. They felt it was because they were handsome. They felt because their party was the best, or their party was the most powerful. Their party was the one that was blameless, and the other party was corrupt. That's how they saw it. What is selfish calculation? What an unpatriotic calculation on the part of these two men who cannot see eye to eye, cannot get in the room as leaders and look in the mirror and see the people suffering, to hash a deal or at least go to the primary and abide by the outcome of that primary and support each other and not repeat the mistake of 2017 and not repeat the mistake made by the Democratic Party, but in fact will go to emulate the examples of coalitions around the world who held together and went against a popular incumbent and will go to defeat them. These men will not do that. I have no semblance of respect for these men for what they have done. And the thing, the Liberian people will love them for what they've done. And that the trust that they have betrayed. And that the hope that they have destroyed. The Liberians people trust that they have destroyed. It's nothing. They are handsome. They have money. They are popular. And that the Liberian people have no choice whatsoever. As though they are the one responsible for their daily lives. As though they are the one, trying to find, transportation to get a grocery. As though they are the ones struggling how to pay their children's school fee. As though they are the one in the rain and in the sun on a daily basis for their family to survive. This is how these men think. That these people are just waiting for them on election day. To bless them with power because they are in court. To bless them with power because their surrogates are insulting each other. That the Liberian people are just so gullible and has no sense of reasoning. And they are waiting for them to bless them with power. For the only thing they know is power and at all costs. And they don't care about the bigger picture. Least to talk about they having no plans. I saved that for another day. So, folks, my topic was how and why the Liberian opposition is doomed. Elections were held today. I have given my solid reasons, circumstantial, evidence of supporting facts, if you like. I have done that. To those who have disagreed with me, I salute you. To those who saw what I saw and agree with me, may the Almighty bless you on this Ramadan day with most wisdom, just as He has given me. Thank you, fellow Liberians. Thank you, friends of Liberia. The song said we are all Liberians. And that song, as it has always taken us home, will take us home. The election is coming. I know Tier 1 will run. I know Cummings will run. I know Bwaka will run. But I also know if they do it individually, that is not a good strategy. Listen to the song, we are all Liberians. I'm the guy who always pushing my cartoon. And I am the guy who always trying to have my take on the issues, provoking your mind, getting your brain twisted to think deeper and harder and tougher, just for you to see Liberia in the picture. That is why I do it. And you think I'm going to apologize because I went so hard in a political leader? I would do it again and again. The glorious land of opportunities cannot be given to us on silver platter. Neither can that opportunity be given to any man and any woman on silver platter. They must fight with their brains, and they must put our country in the picture. Anything short of that is a political manias that will inevitably become a political failure. I love you. I have to go catch my cartoon now. Until I see you again, the name is Anthony Sier, the name is Moran Sier, the name is Bloss Sier, and the name is Nambe Sier. I see you when I see you. I see you again. Sorry. I am your troublemaker. Bye-bye, folks.
We are Liberia. Liberia is our home. Liberia people. Liberia.